espresso machine go brr, and the caffeine make me go brr. Anyways, look at that, it looks so pretty. Also, shout out to my best friend, she made me this mug, cause she be crafty and stuff like that. Look at that, when I close the blinds, suddenly somewhat better lighting, let's freaking go. But anyways, hello and welcome to What the Hey. In this video, I'm doing something that I haven't done in a hot second, which is answering a question. So if you didn't know that's what this channel was about, hi and welcome. But in order to actually get this video started, the question in which we are answering today is written as, who the hey is Illojuan, which was asked by John de Saluna 438 and a few other people, but they were the first one. So hello to you, and thank you very much for the question. If you're looking for a summarized and brief answer to this question, what you really have to know is that Illojuan, otherwise known as Juan Garcia, is a Spanish content creator on both YouTube and Twitch, who does a lot of gaming with like The Legend of Zelda, Resident Evil, and GTA. He really likes GTA. He also does vlogs, skits, and reactions, so if you enjoy a variety of content, he's a good option for that. A majority of it is in Spanish. Sometimes he'll throw some English out there, so if you're trying to learn Spanish, that's also a good option. For the sake of this video, I'm mainly going to be going over the information from his YouTube channel, because that's where he started, but he does also have Twitch. I'll link all of the things for you if you want to check them out. Speaking of which, if you go to the little informational tab on his YouTube channel, he does link his Twitch, like in the about section, like he says, Todos Locos, you know, but then he specifically mentions the Twitch link, so you can't really miss it. However, to cover all of the bases, I did want to mention that he does have other social media accounts outside of Twitch and YouTube, so there's other ways to stay up to date with him. For example, he has an Instagram account where he posts memes and then just photos of himself, so pretty epic. He also has a WhatsApp account where he'll post updates about videos and going live. He also has a Discord called Illojuan City, which I think is fun. I guess that's kind of a reference to GTA, maybe. I don't know. And then he also does have an extra YouTube channel called the LMD Show, which doesn't necessarily have as much gaming as the Illojuan one does. So if you want one that is less focused on being an epic gamer, that's also an option, and I'll probably tag that one as well. But for today, what we're talking about is the Illojuan channel, which was started on October 6th of 2008. It has around 1 billion channel views, around 2.64 million subscribers, and around 1.4 thousand videos. So there might be a little bit for you to catch up on if this is new, but that's okay. So next, I briefly wanted to talk about some of the aspects and kind of features to the channel that you can check out, because there are videos, but there's also stuff like one of the YouTube shorts, like the only YouTube short that he has on his channel, is literally like a cologne review that he made himself. Like, he made his own fragrance, which I don't think I've seen any other YouTuber do that. I don't even think Mr. Beast has done that, so that's like, it's amazing. Like, I don't know if this stuff is technically for sale anymore, but it's so legit. Like, I don't know what steps you have to take to make that kind of thing, but it's just really cool that it exists. So you can watch that one YouTube short and just be entirely enlightened. It's fantastic. Aside from that one YouTube short, there are a good handful of live streams from like 8 or 9 years ago, so if you want to see how his content used to be, those are some good examples. They're fairly long, so it's kind of nice just to see how his content has kind of shifted and improved over the years. Something that may be helpful for people who are newer to his content is going to the playlist section of the channel, because a majority of the playlists are separated into the different games that he's played. Some of them have playlists for reaction videos or just hanging out and doing content with some of his friends, but you know, if you want to watch a game coverage of like Little Nightmares, there's a playlist for that. There's all the GTA stuff, like any game that he's done has been put in a playlist, so that's really helpful. And then something that's not as necessarily time-consuming would be looking at the community posts that he's done, which I would say could be split up into like updates about new videos. He gives heads up if there's going to be like an event or something going on, and then he does the occasional post about milestones that the channel has reached, so that's all pretty helpful. But to actually talk about some of the content, I'm gonna bring up the oldest, newest, and most popular videos on the channel. That way, if you don't know what else to watch, you can check out one of these. Starting with the oldest video on his channel currently, which is titled GTA 4 PC Funny Stuff, which was uploaded on June 25th of 2009, which is 15 years ago. And a majority of that video is literally just like, you know, GTA character models flopping around, getting hurt, you know, according to the title of the video, funny stuff. The newest video on the channel is titled Una Sola Oportunidad Minecraft Hardcore featuring Andres #1, which was uploaded on October 19th of 2025. First and foremost, the thumbnail for this video is very interesting. I love how detailed it is, so it makes it stand out for sure. But also, I really like the video, secondly, because I've played hardcore like once in my life and I kind of gave up because I felt really scared to die. But two, the Minecraft video isn't super overwhelming. Like, I feel like a lot of Minecraft channels, at least some of the newer ones that I've seen, there's like a lot going on, there's a lot of talking, it's really frantic, but with that video, despite it being a hardcore video, it's still chill and fun to watch, so I liked it. And then the most popular video on this channel would be titled Si me rio pierdo dinero, which was uploaded on February 13th of 2024 and has around 10 million views. And it's literally like a you laugh, you lose kind of thing. And I can understand why this video is so popular, despite it primarily being in Spanish. There is no barrier in people laughing at like haha funny fart jokes or literally just random noises and, you know, brain rot. So despite the fact that I didn't necessarily understand every meme because some of them had Spanish text, I still found the video to be funny, so it's good. And now starting to go into some of my general opinions about the channel. It's very interesting because it seems like a lot of the current content on the YouTube channel comes with Twitch. Not that that's something that I'm like, ooh, that's bad, but it's kind of, you know, resourceful, and it kind of connects both of the platforms so people that prefer live streams can watch his content on YouTube at their own pace rather than, you know, missing a stream and it not being uploaded anywhere else. So that's pretty cool. If I had to say what my favorite videos are from this channel, I'd probably say the Japan vlog videos are really fun, mainly because I want to visit Japan someday and it's like fun to see how different people explore the country. But with those videos, the parts that I like the most are where they go to the claw machines and just try to win a bunch of stuff. In one of the videos also, I noticed that one of his friends was wearing a Pingu hat and I thought that was very fun.
Ahí estamos. Vale, pues ahora está mejor de posición. La tiro en mitad de un...
¿La has sacado? Sí, pero la has sacado aquí. Esta que no ha hecho truco.
The other videos that I like on the channel are the Harry Potter roleplay videos that he's done. Because I've watched a few channels that do like Gmod stuff. Specifically the one that comes to mind would be Oni Plays, and I love when people just goof off in random Gmod servers, especially when some people are taking it very seriously, and I think that little bit of chaos is just really fun to watch. One thing that I do really appreciate about this channel is the fact that he plays a variety of games. Like, he may upload content about one specific game more often, like GTA. Dude loves GTA. He literally has a poster of like the PS2 GTA 4 game, I think it is, during his streams, and every time I see that I'm like, that's epic, because I also am a fan of PS2. I don't have GTA, but I have a PS2. It's not working, so I'm sad. But anyways, I love PS2 too. But overall, the different games that he plays is really cool, so I like to see that. Another really random background thing that I noticed that I like seeing is like the random alien creature that he has in a gaming chair. It's just there. I don't know if there's a lore behind it, which I feel like is gonna be bad if I missed and didn't pick up on that. But anyways, random alien, very epic. There was something that was bugging me about Juan for a hot second while I was doing research on the channel and watching his videos, because I was like, he reminds me of someone, just from like a physical appearance standpoint, and when I was like finishing looking over the information and making sure I had things right, I was like, he looks like Alejandro from like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 game, and when that snapped in my brain, I was like, he kind of looks like him, for the most part, and it's kind of weird, but anyways. Something that I learned about that I think is kind of cool is the fact that Juan studied criminal law, I guess during university or something, and like spent time working in a prison. And I think it's kind of funny, like he studied that kind of stuff, criminal law, and then he plays games like GTA. Like it kind of seems like a weird counterbalance thing. But that's still cool, like good job. That stuff's like hard to study and that's like impressive, so very nice. But I guess overall, my main and like appreciative takeaway about Illojuan and like the channel and all the content that he does is that it's not super overstimulating. There's nothing like super crazy going on all of the time. He doesn't talk super fast or, you know, try to make things seem bigger, crazier than they are. Like, of course he does have, like, a fun energy about him, and he seems very extroverted, and I've seen some interviews that he's done, and he seems like a super chill guy, and everyone seems to like him. But, like, his actual content, it's not crazy. So it's like you can check it out and not feel like you're having to catch up with every single thing that he says, especially if you don't know Spanish. Like, it can just be like a chill experience to watch his content, and I don't feel like that's every content creator out there, so very nice. But that essentially is my answer to the question, and I'll once again have all the links to the things in the description of this video, so if you want to check out his work for yourself, I'll have that all listed there in the description. But that is it, so thank you very much for watching. Bye!